All right, good evening. This is the Star Report. My name is Star. I'm your host, and I have Malika Joyner on the line with me, the friend and relative of Jessica Reed, who was indeed raped in 2001 in South Carolina at a party where Leonard McKelvey, also known as Charlamagne, did take a plea to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But Malika, you have come forward. You contacted me, and you want to tell
Yes.
what you saw. I mean, let's just get right to it. What did you see that?
Well, okay, we can get right to it. We were offered drinks. There was something in the drinks. I was downstairs when Jessica went upstairs to the bathroom, and she was gone quite a while. At that time, I was thrown up and so forth, so it took me quite a bit of time to get to her. But what made me get up to get to her, not even that she was gone for so long, but I heard yelling and screaming, a lot of noise, and like something wasn't right. So that's what made me get up to go find Jessica. And in the process of me finding Jessica, I did see Charlamagne on top of Jessica, and Jessica was very hysterical. Oh gosh, it was horrible. I had to really pull myself together to be strong for both of us. That is in my statement that I written out. But because I was throwing up, I was still coherent. I was still able to, I was still aware of my surroundings. So
Okay.
he couldn't really, he gave up with me. He was kissing on me, trying to unbutton my shirt. I was determined, that was not going to happen. And in the process of him not being able to sexually, come on to me the way he wanted to, because I was still able to, to know what's going on, then that's, where Jessica, he went to Jessica. He was in the room, and like I said, I was able to get in the room, and like I said, I did see him on top of her. Him, his two cousins, I'm not going to really name, were in the room as well. And when I got in there, they ran out. Everybody that was at the party completely just ran out.
Okay, if I can jump in and if I can ask you, suppose a lawsuit comes down, you're subpoenaed to take the stand. Would you say on the stand?
Yes, I will.
Would you
Yes,
say,
I will.
if I can finish the question,
Mhm.
would you
Okay.
say on the stand or in a court deposition that what you just said to me you saw again?
Yes, I will.
So again, you saw Leonard McKelvey, also
Yes.
known as Charlamagne, on top of Jessica having intercourse
Yes.
with her.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I don't want to put you through this again. I want to be I want to be respectful. You're a mother. You're 4 months. You're 4 months pregnant now.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I don't want to stress you in any way, shape, or form. These are serious allegations. I have no knowledge of what
Yes.
you're saying. It's deeper than just saying allegedly, because I'm sure someone will try to contact you at some point. You and Jessica haven't seen each other for over 15 years since that incident?
That's correct. Yes.
What happened
that's
after that incident took place? Did you ever see Charlamagne again?
No, it took a toll on her family. It was very hard on everybody, even the relationship between me and her brother. It just affected us in so many ways. And recently, once that happened, it was horrible. We ended up moving. We all relocated, shortly after the incident has happened. And then once me and her brother was not able to, work things out due to this horrible event,
Nightmare.
I relocated and moved on with my life.
Yeah. So now, after this rape occurred with Jessica, and you're saying Charlamagne, I'm not putting this on him, but
Yes.
these are your statements. And I would imagine Monk's Corner is a small town. How awkward was it for you guys to live there and to hear him on the radio?
It was really hard, I don't see how someone can do that and then act like nothing happened, because I didn't know who he was, on the radio. That was my first time ever meeting him. I was introduced through Jessica. I knew nothing about him. I was basically going there. She asked me if I would like to go with her, so I said, yeah, I'll go with you,
Right.
So I didn't know him at all prior to this event occurring. I didn't know who he was.
Right. So
Yes.
I guess what most people want to know at this point is, are you guys united to tell your story together to bring some type of healing and closure to this?
Yes, we are. Definitely. Yes, we are.
Do you in any way, shape, or form feel guilty? Not that you should. I'm just asking. Do you feel guilty that, Jessica went through this and that you weren't able to help her by way of some type of, just overpowering Charlamagne, as you claim, was on top of her? Do you feel guilty at all?
No, I don't feel guilty because I did help her. I came to her aid. I wasn't like just there and just like, just never did nothing, never saw where she went at, never went to go check on her. I did come to her aid, wow. I would never thought, something like this would ever take place. You invite someone out to have a good time. You don't think like something like this would happen to a person so close to you. That's the last thing on your mind.
Right.
But it did happen. And unfortunately, I'm just glad that I was the person that was able to do something about it. And I feel like, no, I don't feel guilty because I was there for her.
Okay.
I'm the one that called her mother, her brother. We got the EMS out there. I was the one that was there with her. So she wasn't by herself. So no, I don't feel guilty.
Did you see Jessica being dragged upstairs against her will to the room where she was indeed raped?
I did see two people escort her upstairs, but like I said, I myself was I was throwing up and so forth. I was out of it too, but I was still able to know what was, able to see and hear what was going on. But it was like everything for me was slow motion. But she was escorted up the stairs with two gentlemen.
At any point were you in the room together with Jessica when she was being raped, or were you in another room and you came in? How did that play out?
No, she was upstairs. I was downstairs.
Okay.
I heard the yelling and the screaming and stuff being thrown around in the room.
Okay.
And that's what made me realize, like, she's been going a while. Something is not right. Something is going on up there.
Okay.
And that's what made me go upstairs.
Okay, so you went upstairs and you had to push your way into the room, or the door was open? What?
No, the door was closed. It was not open whatsoever. I had to literally get in. I don't know how, but I mustered up the energy to get in that room.
Okay.
And like I said, I did see Charlamagne on top of Jessica. And in the process, because it was more of a shock, like, how did she get in here? He jumped off her and proceed to run out.
Mm-hmm. So when you came into the room and you claimed that you...
Jessica was hysterical. She was yelling and screaming. I'm trying to figure out, I'm just in shock because I couldn't believe what I saw. Mm-hmm. Like, I was really like, oh my gosh, she was, and I'm trying to calm her down and just be there for her. And she had no clothes on. It was horrible. She was yelling, screaming, saying they raped me, they touched me, and it was, wow, it was a lot to take on. So like I said,
So when you came into the room, did you see, I'm sorry, when you came into the room, did you see Charlamagne's pants down, or did you see him naked? What was...
His pants was down. Yes, his pants was down. When he jumped up, he pulled everything up.
Okay.
And ran out the room.
Okay.
His pants was down. And yes, he was on top of Jessica.
Malika Joyner, I thank you for reaching out. I hope that the process of healing, helps all of you guys. Again, I can't imagine what you went through, but this is your account of what happened.
Yeah.
And at some point, if Charlamagne does come at you by way of legal means, you will you will say what you said again in a court of law. Yes.
Yes, I will.
Okay, Malika, take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.